Good morning.
Good morning. Today is Wednesday, May 6th. Happy Wednesday, Blue Ridge.
Wednesday.
Yes. Today is National Nurses Day, which
that's a big one.
Yeah, that is a big one.
We need to give a shout out to.
We love you, Sophia.
Yeah, Miss
Absolutely.
Sophia, school nurses,
Yep.
and everyone on handling some big things these days.
Mhm.
So, happy National Nurses Day, and it is International No Diet Day.
Oh, finally.
Yeah.
I've been
We
waiting
are
for
always
this day.
very strict about what we eat in this office.
I see you have some fruit.
I do have some fruit because honestly, fruit's sort of my fave, but it's followed up closely by chips and salsa.
Mhm.
Zia Mountain.
Toffee popcorn from Granny, who I drove past her house this morning and she was quilting in the yard in a Care Bear costume. I have a
my
picture
gosh.
I saw a picture on Facebook.
of the Care Bear costume.
No Care Bear costume, but she's like, that's right, I'm quilting outside.
She's quilting outside.
In a Care Bear costume.
Well,
She's
her
one of
Care-
my favorite
They're
people.
like, it's her Care Bear pajamas,
Mhm.
but it looks like a cashmere has a hood.
She's
I
so
will-
cute.
I'll let you guys see that
My
great
gosh,
picture.
I love
It's
it.
awesome.
She's also one of my favorites.
Mhm.
She's pretty much a fave. Okay, a couple of recommendations. I'm going to recommend the podcast called Stuff You Should Know. And it's not always geared towards children, so some of their episodes may not be appropriate. Your family might not support you in listening to all of them. But a lot of them, they take topics, any kind of topic, and they teach you about it. So they have thousands of episodes. Pretty much anything you might be interested in, from sci-fi to, I don't know why sci-fi came to me because that's not really my thing, but that's what came to mind.
Right. We have a lot of sci-fi fans.
Yeah, but I mean, that's
Population.
not really their
Right.
thing. Like, they talk about volcanoes, they talk about different types of food, different cultures. They just take one subject and they talk about it for about an hour. The guys who do the podcast are pretty funny, entertaining, and you learn things. So I kind of love it.
Okay.
Been listening to it for
Stuff you
years.
should know.
Stuff you should know.
Maybe we should start a stuff you should know.
Segment in our morning announcements.
Yes, in our, right. I think that, I'm thinking for next year.
Well, I
Maybe
think
we
you
need to have
have
a
one
Stuff You
right
Should Know
now.
day.
Go to Ms. Hoffmeyer, because I think she could tell you some stuff you should know about your online enrollment.
Yes. So here's something you should know, and make sure your parents are listening. When you go on to do your online registration, it's really simple. You're just going to go on to brusd.org, and there's a spot right there to go to your registration. It's a super simple process. This is not for course scheduling. It is just to re-register make sure your address is complete, your email is updated, and then and that's really all this is for. Course scheduling is being done by Ms. Montoya. Right now, it's being done by Ms. Montoya as we speak. She's already working on class schedules. So registration is just making sure we have all your updated information.
Yes.
You do not need to know what your classes are right now.
Correct.
We're
right.
not doing
We will
course
fill you
requests.
in on that before next year starts.
Yes, very true. Good, thank you for that stuff you
Sure.
should know. Our weekly challenge for this week is to express yourself in an outdoor space. So if your family's planting some flowers or cleaning up the yard, try to create a space outdoors that's really expressive and a place you want to be. I encourage people to get barefooted in the dirt a little bit. You can really feel grounded that way. I know someone who has a bench with sand in front of it, and when they aren't feeling super stable in life, they just sit with that sand and just dig their toes into the sand. And it is kind of cool, a little hokey, but that kind of
Not
stuff
hokey.
matters.
Mhm.
Makes a big difference.
Yeah, that's all about energy. It's
Oh
good
yeah,
stuff.
it is good stuff. Miss Heather, do you have any recommendations?
Well,
I was busy in the yard all weekend, but I did last night sit down and watch a National Geographic show about the pyramids. Pretty incredible stuff.
Mhm.
So it's on Disney.
They are amazing.
They are, and so it's on Disney Plus, and then you just go to the, I think the National Geographic section of it, and they actually have lots of really cool little videos to watch about it. It's kind of mind-boggling,
Nice.
actually, to think that they could build those.
Yeah, with such limited
Precision, just
Yeah, and the-
precision.
It is amazing. Our two truths and a lie. This is from yesterday. I have not had any correct guesses. I was a lifeguard for 10 years. I was on the cross-country team in high school. And my favorite Disney movie is Mary Poppins. One of those statements is a lie. Any guesses, Miss Hoffmeyer?
I think it's Miss Only.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Miss Heather, what do you think?
Miss Hall?
Miss Hall, those are both good guesses. And it is one of those too.
Ooh.
So if you haven't guessed yet, send me a guess, and the first correct guess will get to choose from our books. Alrighty, let's see. Shout out. This shout out goes to Kenda E. She rocked the Cinco de Mayo challenge, and she's one of my Sholo friends. She didn't even go to Blue Ridge ever. She went to Sholo, and she loved the Cinco de Mayo challenge and cooked herself up a feast. Took some pictures and sent them my way. So Kenda E.
Good job, Kenda.
I love that. And I have a little public service announcement that you two might want to chime in on, and I don't even know that the right people will be listening to this. This goes out to all those folks visiting our mountain. Our streets have felt kind of like the middle of summer, 4th of July weekend type busyness up here. And I just want to be sure you all understand. So if you have friends or family that like to come visit, the woods are our hood. Yes, and I noticed the Forest Service posted some pictures of how trashed the woods up here, the forests were after everybody left this last weekend. And so I would just like to encourage you, if you're coming up to the mountains, stop and buy your groceries in the valley. Don't come up here and empty our shelves. And when you need to buy something up here, do it from one of our local vendors. Our local restaurants are doing takeout, but bring your own supplies. I wrote down clean up after yourself.
Yeah.
What does that say? I'm not sure what I wrote there, but it seems like I was angry when I wrote it. I'm not being able to read it. I did put drive like a chillax mountain dweller versus a rush hour maniac, because we're just chill up here. And we want you to come and enjoy our chill vibe. You guys have any other
No, I think you covered
suggestions? Oh, don't burn us down. That's the one I wrote with a little bit of anger. Please don't burn us down. We don't want to be burned down.
We've already had a couple of little brush fires up here.
Yes, and if the restrooms are closed and you got to do your business outdoors, read up on how you're supposed to do that. Don't just leave your human waste all over the place.
Thank you.
That's gross. There are ways to go about that are a little more sanitary for all of us. So we are glad you're coming up, sort of, kind of, a little bit. Buy stuff from our local vendors. Bring your supplies. Clean up after yourself and all that. All right, we will say the pledge.
Cool.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Snack attack.
Treats.
Snack attack.
No diet day.